here at the Linnaeus Garden, and joining me today is Barry Fugit. Thank you for joining us.
And joy to have you here.
This is a beautiful garden. It's a little jewel right here in Tulsa, and I'm excited to be here with you. And we are in the vegetable garden. Can you tell us a little bit about the vegetable garden?
Well, this was almost a part of the garden that we didn't build. We thought, well, it's in a metropolitan area. We're going to do about 7 different areas of this garden. And someone said, well, why are you building a veggie garden in an urban area? This has been really one of the most popular segments of the Linnaeus teaching garden. So, yeah, it's a little small sunken garden with raised beds in it. Very simple things, but there's a whole generation of people out there that's not done this before, and this is a way to teach them.
Right, and food's becoming so popular with gardening and where your food's coming from, and I think you've done it in a really elegant way here. A lot of times the vegetable garden tends to be a little bit more utilitarian, but you've
like mine at home.
right. But you've got beautiful raised beds here, and then you've got the cattle panels that you use as a trellis here.
Linnaeus is as much an ideas garden as it is anything else, and so we want people to come and see things and go, I could do that at home. And in the raised bed and the cattle panels that you have mentioned, they're galvanized, they last forever, they're very inexpensive. You can make tomato cages out of them, you can do them flat on the wall, you can do arches with them. There's just so many uses in a garden for cattle panels.
Right, and you were saying you actually are growing some cantaloupe or watermelon up on one of those.
Now
and
exactly.
You hammock them.
We do. We
take
bird netting, and we take a 24-inch area of it and some S-screws and hook it into that bird netting, put it up underneath those melons so it'll support the melons, and we'll grow melons on a wall.
So you don't need
melons, or maybe they're half tomatoes, I don't know.
So you don't need a lot of space actually to grow these vining fruits.
That's right, and Linnaeus wants to exemplify that. You know, in an urban area where lots are shrinking and garden sizes are basically, how do you get the most out of a small area? And that's basically what we're doing here at Linnaeus.
That's intense gardening right there.
That's it.
So can you tell me about these espaliers that you have growing on the wall
I love doing espaliers, and you know, many gardeners think this is so complicated and difficult to do, and it's really very, very easy to do. Just pruning plants in such a way that they conform to a flat plane, however you want to do it. But that's pears. That's an Oriental pear or an Asian pear. And the reason I like to use them here is there's no spraying. I can produce fruit on them. If the squirrels would leave them alone, I'd produce a lot of fruit on them. But just very easy to do, and just maybe monthly, every 6 weeks, a little trimming on them to make them conform to the plane. And it's about as simple as that.
And I would assume that would take more pruning at certain times when they're actively growing.
Well, I'm embarrassed to say that if you'd been here last week, you couldn't see the fence for all the overgrowth, and I just hadn't got out here. And so it got a very major haircut last week, but we're just kind of in the Nithin system on a wall. And, but it works very well for us.
Well, it looks beautiful. And you're adding to the Linnaeus garden. You're going to be planting a butterfly garden soon?
So excited about that. A donor stepped up, and we're going to be putting in an entire border of nectar plants and butterfly attracting plants, lots of boulders and a walk. And it's just, Linnaeus is we're just constantly adding little venues to this garden that hopefully the public will like and want to mimic it.
Right, it's beautiful. And you guys have been here for 10 years. This is your 10th anniversary,
10 years in June. It's been like a heartbeat, but yeah.
So you're going to have a big anniversary celebration?
We are, and let me put that out there, that we're going to be giving away 500 hydrangeas, 1-gallon hydrangeas of a new variety that repeat blooms all summer long and into the fall. So be one of the first 500 people to come into the garden in that first Saturday in June, and we'll give you a free hydrangea.
That's fantastic. A great garden and free plants.
Can't beat that.
Thank you so much for joining us,
KC, it's been a joy.
Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed this video. It's part of our Oklahoma Gardening YouTube channel. You can also find even more videos on our OK Gardening Classics YouTube channel. And join us on social media for great gardening tips, photos, and discussion.